my biggest mistake was probably not having the openness and mindset to look for partners earlier on. I would have been a year plus ahead of where I am now if I had connected with the right people or been more open. I wasn't not open to connecting with people. Again, I was just in a mindset of thinking I can do this on my own. And it did not serve me until I really connected with and partnered with the right folks.
I love your honesty. It's the best things from this is people who can take away like actionable tips, So like someone's listening to the show and they're fighting that, like they think they can do it on their own or, whatever it is. I just encourage you to listen to what Chelsea's saying is you can go further faster with the right partners. So I love your kind of honesty there.
Yeah. And also, I mean, it's really hard to be great at everything. So find two or three things within the business that you really excel at and enjoy and bring that to a partnership. And you'll make a really well-rounded team if you can do that. And it's also, as you guys know, when I went through closing our first deal, I was like thinking, how in the world would I have ever done this on my own? Like there's so much coordination that goes into it. It's kind of mind-boggling. And it's not after it's you've done really a couple, 2, 3, 4 deals, you're like, you really kind of get a rhythm for how things go. And even then it's like, we lean so heavily on one another for our kind of like, although we cross over lanes, we really stick in our lanes. And that's, I think if you want to grow your multifamily business, it's so important.
It is a mountain of work. I mean, I think I thought the exact same thing. I was like, how hard can it be? But with 20 investors, I mean, there's 20 bank accounts. There's, 20 people to talk with. I think we had 31 investors on our last deal. And it's a lot of stuff, right? And then lending is just incredibly complicated. You're dealing with brokers back and forth, earnest money, all the stuff. There's just so much that goes into it that, it really does take a team, it takes a partnership. I don't think I could ever do it on my own. And we are lucky to have a couple of partners that have, like you're describing, some skills that don't necessarily overlap. And it's so valuable. So very grateful for it.
And more fun. I mean, I think we've built our business in the sense of we each want to do what we enjoy doing, right? What our strengths are, and that those typically go hand in hand, right? So we tend to have much more fun when, for myself, I don't want to be hanging out in a spreadsheet all day long. I can do it, right? But I'd rather be on the phones. Whereas maybe another partner, right? They love modeling and building out the business plan. So for us, that's also very important, is that we're having fun as we're building the business and providing value to our investors.
Yeah. And I think too, there's some things you need to do and just out of necessity, right? And that could be uncomfortable. Like for me, I don't love raising capital. I hired a capital raising coach, which I failed to mention, but fantastic, right? And like really kind of gave me the ins and outs and pushed me, and so much information and tactics that I would have never been able to have done on my own. And is it something I love? Is it my favorite thing to do? Favorite conversations to have? Not really, but it's part of the business. So,
pretty necessary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. We've all got to be
right.
doing it if you're raising $5+ million at a time. Like